So let us start with this question. Following is the P&L of Sri Gajanan for the year ending 31st March 2020. See, there are on the debit side, there are so many expenses. Okay. Okay. And on the credit side, there are incomes. And in the adjustment, there is only one adjustment that is given. Depreciation allowed according to income tax act rules is 10,000. Calculate income from business for the previous year 1920 relevant to assessment year 2021. So write down, we will start. Tell me, who is SSC?
Ma'am, Shri Gajanan.
Very good, Sri Gajanan. Mr. Sri, you can just write Sri Gajanan, SSC, legal status individual.
Individual.
Yes, individual, very good. And the previous year is
1920.
1920. Assessment year is
2021.
very good. And your PAN card number is
Nil.
nil. Very good. So write down computation of income from business. Computation of income from business. This is the statement heading. So you can start making your statement, that is particulars, inner column and outer column. Particulars, inner column and outer column. So shall we begin with the solution part?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, see now. We always start with net profit, and that is given in the question. Write down net profit as per P&L account. Net profit as per P&L account. You want me to write? Wait. Let me copy this question. We can then proceed. See, what is the net profit? Tell me. What is net profit? Did you note the net profit from the question? See, look here. 1,73,000 is your net profit. Already given in the question. It will always be available in the question. Okay. 1,73,000. Next. Now, next is add expenses disallowed. Next, our heading is add expenses disallowed. Tell me what has to be done here. Where I need to look for this, where I need to look at. Can anybody tell me?
Debit side.
Debit side and not only debit side. Debit side and tell me. Debit side and
Ma'am,
yes.
Adjustment.
Adjustment. Very good.
adjustment. हाँ,
Yes,
मैम वही
very
याद
good.
नहीं आ रहा था.
Debit side and adjustment. So let us start looking at debit side first. You will tell me whether we need to disallow or not. Salary to staff. We need to disallow, yes or no. See, if it is related to business, let it be. If it is not related to business, then we have to disallow. Okay, so salary to staff. Tell me. Sorry,
Allow.
allowable. Only you
Allow.
it is disallowed or not. You tell me, disallow में ये जाएगा हाँ या नहीं?
No. नहीं मैम.
नहीं जाएगा. Very good. Because ये business से related है. Sundry expenses. Come on.
ये भी नहीं जाएगा.
नहीं जाएगा. Very good.
ये भी नहीं
Disallow
जाएगा मैम.
नहीं जाएगा. Disallow नहीं करेंगे
हाँ.
इसे. Sundry expenses means business के छोटे छोटे expenses, minute expenses, या फिर miscellaneous expenses. ठीक है? Telephone and postage. ये भी नहीं जाएगा. Very good. Transport charges इसे disallow करेंगे?
नहीं
नहीं, क्योंकि ट्रांसपोर्ट चार्जेस आपकी बिजनेस के हैं। सैलरी टू प्रोप्राइटर,
करेंगे।
क्या करेंगे इसको? वेरी गुड, डिसअलाउ करना पड़ेगा। वेरी गुड, इसे डिसअलाउ करना पड़ेगा। क्यों? क्योंकि खुद को खुद ही सैलरी दे रहा है, वो प्रोपराइटर है ना ये बिजनेस का, वो प्रॉफिट में से शेयर ले सकता है, लेकिन सैलरी कैसे ले रहा है? वो एम्प्लॉय थोड़ी है जो सैलरी ले रहा
हाँ
है।
वो डिस
यस, तो सैलरी टू प्रोपराइटर
हाँ
फुली डिसअलाउड। आ जाओ यहाँ पे लिखो सैलरी टू प्रोपराइटर, देखो मैंने लिखा हुआ है सैलरी टू प्रोपराइटर। बोलो अमाउंट बताइए, सैलरी टू प्रोपराइटर का अमाउंट कितना है? 50,000 रुपीज। 50,000 रुपीज, ठीक है? इतना लिखा सबने?
हाँ
ओके, इतना लिखा ना, वेरी गुड। ओके ओके, द नेक्स्ट पार्ट, रेंट फॉर बिजनेस प्रीमाइसेस। टेल मी, इसे डिसअलाउ करना है कि नहीं करना है? इसे डिसअलाउ करना है कि
नहीं
नहीं
करना
करना है? नहीं करना है, वेरी गुड, नहीं करना है।
नहीं
यस, वेरी गुड। तो अब क्यों इसे डिसअलाउ क्यों नहीं करना है? क्योंकि ये बिजनेस से रिलेटेड है। Did you get this much? ये बिजनेस से रिलेटेड है। ओके, नाउ next is wait, let me turn the page. Next is RDD, reserve for bad dates. कोई बताएगा इसे डिसअलाउ करना है कि नहीं करना है?
नहीं करना है
नहीं करना है, नहीं करना है। RDD को डिसअलाउ नहीं करना है। चलो जल्दी, फास्ट, इसे डिसअलाउ करना पड़ेगा ना। ये RDD है, कल एक्सप्लेन किया था मैंने, रिजर्व फॉर बैड डेट्स। रिजर्व फॉर डाउटफुल डेट नहीं चलता है, रिजर्व है ये, यानी कि यू हैव रिजर्व्ड इट फॉर फ्यूचर, दैट इट मे अकर इन फ्यूचर। ओके, एनी टाइप ऑफ रिजर्व will not be allowed. Okay, RDD is never allowed, remember this thing. So second point is RDD. RDD amount is 20,000. RDD's amount is 20,000, fully disallowed. If it was bad dates, then we can allow it. Bad dates means the loss has been occurred in the past, so that is allowed. RDD means reserve for bad dates. The loss will occur in the future, and it may occur, it may not occur. That is something that I doubt, that I will not receive certain amount of money from the debtors. So that is future loss that may or may not occur. Therefore, we are disallowing it. Okay. Next, municipal taxes on let out house property. Just now, I mean, a few days ago, you have done house property, income from house property. So this is let out property, and the municipal taxes are paid on this let out property. Is this business expenditure? Yes or no? Is this business
No.
expense? No. So will it be allowed or disallowed? It is allowable or disallowable?
Disallowable.
Yeah, how it can be allowable? ये disallow होगा ना, allow कैसे होगा ये? हाँ, disallowable. Disallow करना है इसे, यहाँ से निकालना है, because it is not related to business or profession. Because this expense is for let out property, it is personal expense. Personal expenses cannot be shown in business P&L, no? But they have shown it. So we need to discard. To discard the expenses, we need to add the expenses. Add expenses disallow. So here I will write. Here I will write municipal taxes on let out property. Municipal taxes on let out property. You also have to write municipal taxes on let out property. Okay. And what is the amount of let out property municipal taxes? 4,000.
4,000 ma'am.
Yes. 4,000 completely disallowed. Next, legal expenses. Can anybody tell me disallow or not disallowed? Disallow करना है कि नहीं करना है? सॉरी रुखसाना आपका आवाज ब्रेक हो रहा है.
मैम नॉट डिसअलाउ.
Very good. Not disallowed. Very good. Because it is related to business. Interest on capital. Always remember, interest on capital is disallowed because it is proprietor's capital. Now, it is proprietor's capital. So, interest on proprietor's capital is personal expense. It is personal. It is not business expense. So, interest on capital 60,000 always disallowed. Similarly, salary to proprietor is always disallowed. Okay. Just like salary to proprietor is disallowed, same way, interest on capital is disallowed. Interest on capital is always disallowed. How much is the amount?
60,000, ma'am.
Very good. 60,000. Always disallowed. Fully. 100%. Okay. Next. Interest on bank OD. Can you tell me interest on bank OD is disallowed or not disallowed? Yes, tell me. On interest on bank OD. OD means overdraft. Overdraft is available to the businessman and he is the businessman, Mr. Gajanan. He is a businessman and OD is available for the businessman. So it is for the business. And if it is for the business, it is okay. We will not disallow. Simple. Next, depreciation. Now, depreciation, you have adjustment. Because we have adjustment, we will leave this point and do it later on. Okay. Depreciation, we have an adjustment. So, whenever we have adjustment on depreciation, we will leave this point and proceed further. Next, discount allowed to customers. Is it related to business? Discount allowed to customers. Is it expense related to business? Come on, yes, no. Give me answers.
Yes.
Yes, it is related to business. Therefore, it is not disallowed. Leave it as it is. Okay. Very good. Chalo. Next, donation. Can you tell me donation? Disallowed or not disallowed? What about donation?
Ma'am, disallow?
Yes, very good. Gifts, donations. I already explained you yesterday. Gifts and donations are always disallowed. Gifts to gifts to relatives is disallowed. Huh? This is donation. What is the amount of donation?
5,000, ma'am.
5,000. Fully disallowed. Fully means 5. All amount of donation will be disallowed. So full amount of donation is 5,000. Next, electricity and water. Electricity and water. Will it be disallowed?
No.
No, because it is related to business. Therefore, keep it as it is. Bad dates. Will it be disallowed?
Not.
No.
No, very good, because it is related to business. And no adjustment is given. If adjustment is given, then we have to read out and then we have to treat it accordingly. Okay, next. All debit side is done. Debit side is done. Now come to adjustments. Always remember, go in sequence. First debit side, then adjustment. Now depreciation allowed according to income tax rules is 10,000. He says, according to income tax rules, depreciation allowed is allowed. This word is very important. Allowed. Depreciation allowed is 10,000. Now this 10,000 will go to allowed part. Allowed. This part. See, depreciation allowed is 10,000. So here I will write depreciation allowed. Depreciation allowed. How much is the depreciation allowed? 10,000. So I will write here as 10,000. But this much is not done. Huh? This is not done. Because we had depreciation in the trial balance also, in the P&L also, inside the P&L. Look at this point, depreciation. How much is the depreciation in the P&L?
16,000.
Yes. So you as a businessman has shown depreciation as 16,000. But income tax officer tells you, informs you that according to your business, depreciation should be minimum, should be only 10,000. You have shown 16, but officer tells you to show, our officer asks you to show only 10,000. Officer is asking you to show only 10,000 rupees. So you have shown 10,000, allowable 10,000. But before that, you need to disallow the depreciation which is shown by you, which is wrong. Depreciation disallowable. How much is disallowed? 16,000. First step is depreciation which is in the P&L, inside the P&L, has to be disallowed. 16,000 is inside the P&L, has to be disallowed completely. See, expenses disallowed के अंदर में हमने लिखा है depreciation 16,000. It is disallowed. Officer tells you 16,000 is not correct. Okay, not correct means disallowed. Okay, how much is correct? 10,000. See, look at this adjustment. 10,000 is correct. So 10,000 you will allow. So expenses allowable, depreciation 10,000. That means there are two effects of this depreciation. Always remember, whenever they use the word allowed word is very important. Whenever they use the word depreciation allowed, then completely the depreciation which is shown in the P&L completely disallowed. First step, completely disallowed 16,000 and completely allowable, which is in the adjustment, not in the P&L, which is in the adjustment, that is completely allowable. So 10,000 is completely allowable and 16,000 is completely disallowable. Is it clear, everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Always remember, depreciation will have two effects if the word allowed is used in the adjustment. Okay. Next. Now we are done with debit side. We are done with the debit side and the adjustments. Now we can move to the expenses allowable part. Before moving to expenses allowable part, we will add all these expenses which are in the inner column of expenses disallowed. So can you tell me the highlighted part, the total of the highlighted part? 50,000 plus 20,000, 4,000, 60,000, 5,000 and 16,000. So what is the total of all these expenses of the inner column?
Ma'am,
Yes?
16,500.
No, 16,000. How it will be 16,000? The first figure is 50,000.
Sorry, ma'am, 1,65,000.
1,65,000. Okay.
मैम वो
It will
कैल्सी
be
में 1 थोड़ा हल्का ब्लर हो गया था.
okay, no problem, beta. So 1,65,000 will be brought to outer column. The totals, always remember, the total will be in the outer column. Okay. Next, less expenses allowable. Next heading is less expenses allowable. This will be available only in the adjustment. This part will be available only in the adjustment. Now read out the adjustment. Depreciation allowed according to income tax rule 10,000. This is already done. Already done. Okay. There was only one. Therefore, we will not write it in the inner column. We will directly write it in the outer column. Because there is only one adjustment which says that it is allowable. There is only single adjustment that says it is allowable. So if there is one amount, only one amount, then bring it to the outer column directly. Bring it to the
मैम वो
outer column.
15,000 है 500.
मैम 1,55,000
65 नहीं है मैम, 15 है.
अभी ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
अभी ठीक है?
Yes.
1,55,000.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Now, less expenses allowable mein depreciation allowed. Because it is less, so we will put this amount into bracket. Is it clear? Are you writing with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, let us come to the next heading of the format, that is less incomes not uh, to be shown. Less incomes not to be shown. Not to be shown means it may be related to other heads. So I will write here slash related to other heads. Incomes related to other heads or income not to be shown. Okay. So income related to other heads means not related to business. Not related to business. We need to disallow those incomes. Okay. Now see, first income is the discount received. Tell me, this is business income or other heads income? Is it related to business? Yes or no? See, whenever
Yes.
you, yes, it is related to business. Why? Because whenever, as a businessman, whenever you purchase things to sell, you need to purchase first. So while purchasing, you received a discount. So that is related to business. Yes. Acha, commission earned is also related to business. Yes, very good, Anu. It is related to business. Very good. And if it is related to business, let it be then. Don't do anything. Don't do anything. Okay. Next, rent from let out building. Rent from let out building. Is it related to business?
No.
Ma'am, not.
Why no? You tell me why no. Will you be telling me the reason? कोई reason बताएगा? Answer सही है. Not related. Answer is correct. But will you tell me the reason?
प्रॉपर्टी तो पर्सनल होता है ना उसका.
हाँ मैम, प्रॉपर्टी तो पर्सनल हो गया
हाँ,
ना.
मतलब उनका ये बिजनेस देखो पर्सनल है या बिल्डिंग तो ऑफिस की भी हो सकती है लेकिन लेकिन मेरा बिजनेस ये नहीं है. दिस इज नॉट माय बिजनेस टू परचेज द बिल्डिंग एंड कीप इट ऑन रेंट. This is not my business. My business is to produce the goods, purchase goods, buy goods, sell the goods. Buy goods, sell the goods. This is my business. My business is not related to purchase the building and giving it on rent. This is not my business. This is something that I was having it and I kept it on rent. Building, I was having it. It is on my name. So I kept it on rent. Okay, this is extra income. Whenever it is extra income, it is not related to business. If it is not related to business, it is shown in the business P&L. No. See, though it is not related to business, but they are showing inside the P&L of the business. We need to take it out of the business. We need to take it out from the P&L. So take it out. To take the income out, we need to deduct. We need to deduct. That means less. Less incomes related to other heads. Always remember to discard the income, to remove those incomes which are not related to business, we need to deduct those incomes. Deduct means less. So here first income is rent from let out building. Okay, what is the amount of rent that you receive? Is 20,000 only. So inner column will be 20,000. Oh, wait. Inner column will be 20,000. Okay. 20,000 inner column because there are few incomes that are to be discarded. Next, capital gains. We have done the chapter of capital gains, no? Okay. So is it related to business? Anu, capital gain is related to business. Capital gain means you purchased a capital asset and you sold it. Is it related to business? If it was related to business, why didn't we do it with business and profession? We have done a separate chapter of capital gains. So it must
Yes,
be
ma'am.
a different head, no? Capital gains is a different head of the income. There are total 5 heads of income. There are total 5 heads of income. Income from salary, income from house property, income from capital gains, income from business and profession. Fifth is income from other sources. So capital gain is altogether a different head. It is not related to business and profession. No. Capital gains is not related to business and profession. It is related to capital gains. Another head. Okay. So we will have to take it out from the P&L. To take it out, we will deduct. So the next item is capital gains. So will you tell me what is the amount of capital gains? 28,000.
Ma'am, 28,000.
Yes, very good. 28,000. Next, sundry business income. Sundry means baki chote, small business incomes. So business income, the word business is very important. Sundry business income. Is it related to the business? Is it related to the business?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, it is related to the business. Very good. So don't do anything. Let it be. हम वो चीजें निकाल रहे हैं जो बिजनेस से रिलेटेड नहीं है. एग्रीकल्चरल इनकम. Is it related to business? Your business is agriculture. Yes, tell me. Is it related to business?
No.
No. Very good. So if it is not related to business, we need to take it out from the P&L. To take it out, we will deduct by agricultural income 42,000. So we will write here, next item, agricultural income. And the amount is 42,000. Inner column, huh? 42,000 inner column. This all comes in inner column. Okay, is it clear? Is it clear
Yes, ma'am.
up to this point? Yes. Okay, where we need to look at for incomes not to be shown, for incomes related to other heads. Where all, I mean, where we need to see, where we need to check. कोई बताएगा? ऐसी दो कौन सी जगह है जहां पे हमको ये इनकम रिलेटेड टू अदर हेड्स मिलता है? टेल मी. कल बताया था ना, ब्रैकेट में लिखा था फॉर्मेट में. ये कहाँ
Ma'am,
कहाँ
credit
दिखेगा?
side. Credit side.
ओनली क्रेडिट साइड.
Credit side.
ओनली
और
क्रेडिट साइड.
नो मैम, एडजस्टमेंट में भी दिखता है.
यस, तो मैं वही तो पूछ रही हूँ आपसे. मैंने वही पूछा, ऐसी कौन सी दो प्लेसेस हैं जहां पे मुझे ये इनकम्स दिखेंगी, मतलब मुझे ढूंढनी पड़ेगी.
एडजस्टमेंट.
क्रेडिट्स एंड एडजस्टमेंट्स.
एडजस्टमेंट.
टेल मी, क्रेडिट साइड इज डन. Is credit side done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, credit side is done. If you can check, credit side is done. Can you tell me what is given in the adjustment? Is any adjustment given on the income? Is any adjustment given on the income? No. Then only credit side has to be focused. Only credit side has to be focused. In this case, okay. Get me the total of all three items. 20,000, 28,000,
Ma'am.
42,000.
90,000 ma'am.
90 na? 90,000. Because it is less, we need to deduct it. Because it is less, therefore this amount will be shown in the brackets. Is it clear? Next item, add incomes to be shown. I mean, this will only be available in the, can you tell me where we need to see, where we need to check this item? The highlighted part, where we need to check, where we need to find. This item will available only in the
Adjustment.
adjustment. Very good. So can you tell me, is any income given in the adjustment? Because we are doing incomes to be shown. We are on the point of incomes. So is any income available in the adjustment? No.
No, ma'am.
income. No income is given in the adjustment. Therefore, this item will be nil. See, nil. See the highlighted part? Nil. So you can directly come to the outer column, write down nil, and then get me the final total. Get me the final total. Net taxable income from business of profession.
55,000. 55,000.
55,000. Are you sure? 55,000 is your final answer. यहाँ से तो मैच नहीं हो रहा, आपने कुछ गड़बड़ करी है. मुझे नहीं लग रहा 55,000 सही है.
मैम 2,28,000 है मैम.
Yes, यहाँ पे देखो सॉल्यूशन में 2,28,000 दिख रहा है. आपने कुछ तो गड़बड़ करी
हाँ.
है बेटा कैलकुलेट करने में. 2 लाख.
मैम वो 155 माइनस कर
यस
दिया
मैम
होगा
2
गलती
लाख
से.
28 आ रहा है.
देखो मेरी बात सुनो. स्टार्टिंग से देखो 1,73,000 नेट प्रॉफिट, उसमें ऐड करेंगे 1,55,000, उसमें से लेस करेंगे 10,000 और उसमें से लेस करेंगे 90,000. सो योर आंसर विल बी 2,28,000.
2,28,000 मैम.
Very good. Is it clear, everybody?
Yes ma'am.
I'm giving you 2 minutes to note it down, and then we will start next sum after 5 minutes break. Okay? Next sum after 5 minutes break. I mean, this meeting is
Okay,
going
ma'am.
to end in 3 minutes. Meanwhile, अगर आपने notes नहीं किया है question solution, please note it down, and we will begin after 5 minutes break.